Good afternoon, class. I want to go over a couple of emails you just received regarding the exam. Here's the home page of your Canvas. If you go under the announcements, anytime there is an exam, there will be an email sent with the exam number. For example, this is exam 1. And it gives you the date and the password. Please make sure you read this. This is to remind everyone that our first exam is due as indicated below and is to be taken online. You may take the exam anytime from now till it's due by 5 or 6 p.m. You want to allow 3 hours to be on the safe side. In my opinion, you should start at least 5 to 6 hours prior to the expiration time to give yourself a chance to complete the exam without any stress. That is really the key. Okay. The first exam covers the first module, chapters 1, 2, 3. There are 25 questions, 120 minutes, 2 hours. So this is the date. This is the password, exam 1, all caps, no space. You can find it under the exam block of MyOpenMath, of course. And then I'll explain that you want to study the PowerPoints, some videos in MyOpenMath, complete the assignments there, complete your practice test to be on the safe side, and submit a question that pertains to this practice test. And the review, of course, has taken place during the class. The other announcement, so that's the general idea as far as the exam and the date and so forth. The other one that is very important to pay attention to, this was sent today. And again, you can always find it here. Instruction on taking exams in MOM. Exams in MOM have certain instructions. When you are ready to take the exam in MOM, follow the instruction on the exam and show step-by-step work with necessary formulas to receive partial credit. In the beginning of the exam, this is what you see, everybody. It is highly recommended that you show work for some questions, preferably all, such as word problems and the ones that have multiple steps, and assigning partial credit seems reasonable. This will increase the possibility of receiving more points if you get the answer incorrect. Do this by clicking Add Work. You may show all your work on a piece of paper. Take a picture, make it into a PDF file, and upload it into the last question if you find it faster and easier. Finally, review the exam when they become available the day after the due date, and email me immediately if a question requires partial credit. All you have to do, write down the question number and a short explanation. Why am I asking you to do this? I'm going to go over this video in a moment. And in short, make sure to make the following steps, to take the following steps. Put all your work in one PDF file. Upload it in the last question. If for any reason you run out of time, email it to me within 5 minutes of taking exam. Let's find out why we want to do this. Good morning, class. I'm going to go over a sample exam. I want you to know the proper way of taking the exam. Number one, I would like you to read the pledge and honor that. Number two, I recommend that you show work for everything that you do, especially the ones that require partial credit and they involve a lot of steps, such as word problems. I would write them in a piece of paper or however I'm comfortable with, and then I will take it and change it into a PDF file. I would take a picture and I would upload it to MyOpenMath. there are three ways to show work. Okay, there's a place called add work. Okay, I'm showing you the first example. Okay, it says add work. I can do it right then and there. Or, and there are three ways. I'll show you after I put the first solution. So I've worked out this example, and here's what we got here. So I'm showing the work step by step, okay? And now I'm going to put it in. So -1 plus square root of 119, the I goes outside, divided by, I believe it was 6. Double check that. And I'm going to put a comma. And my second answer is -1 minus square root of 119 over 6. So now I can add work here by clicking on add work and use the math template to put that, or I can insert my work in the form of an image or a file. Okay, now when I do that one by one, it takes a little bit of time. Instead, I'm not going to add work here. In fact, I'm going to go to number 2. Number 2, also I have done the work. I'll show you. Okay. Okay, so the answer is 25, and I put it in. Okay. So 25, and I'm showing the work. Number 3, completing the square. So I've shown the work here. Okay. For question number 3. So I need to add 81 to both sides. So I'm going to put 81 here, 81 here, and then it becomes parentheses x minus 8, and outside the parentheses I'm going to write a square, and then minus 74 and 81. They add up to 7. And again, I'm showing the work here, okay, also. So I have x minus 9 quantity squared is 7. X minus 9 is plus minus square root of 7. And so x is 9 plus minus square root of 7. Okay, I thought I put a 9 here. My apologies. All right, so therefore, this is 9, okay, minus square root of 7, and then 9 plus square root of 7. Those are the exact answers, okay? When they want an approximation and it says to 10,000 decimals, you want 4 decimals. That means you go to the 5th one and make a decision. That one is done. It's 11 point. Okay, the first one is 6.3542. 6.352. And the second one is 11.6458. 11.6458. Now, so I've read everything. I've done all my work, but I want to show the work. Here's what I do. Again, I can add work. Let me just hide this. I can add work for the first question, second question, third question. In one shot, I'm going to add everything here. How? Let me just quickly show you. When you have worked out like this, you probably take a picture. You can take this to a PDF file many different ways. So one way that I'm going to do that, and I'm going to quickly show you, I'm going to capture my work. Okay. I'm going to put it in here. That's my first question. This is my second question. I'm going to capture it. Again, this is one way to do that. I'm just showing you there are several different ways you can approach this anyhow you want. Then I grab the third one in the same manner. So I hope you see why I'm showing you this, because I want to show you that this really doesn't take long. You have to show your work anywhere, somewhere. And so if you capture it, it takes a few minutes. So I have this and I'm going to save that. Okay, I want to make sure I have it saved where I want it. Okay, and that's fine. Okay, so I have it saved and I'm going to go back to my work here and now insert. So I'm going to look for the file. Okay, and I'm going to choose file to upload. I'm going to go to desktop. I'm going to find my work and I'm going to upload that. And if I did have something else, I can, override. Notice I have my work here. I have shown every step, okay, and I'm ready to submit the exam. So I'm going to say submit and end. And it says after submitting, you will not be able to change your answer. So that means you got to be careful. That means I still have time, maybe a few minutes. So I'm going to okay that. And I want to show you why I'm asking you to review that. Here's an example that students have sent. So this question has been done, and I hope you realize it is done correct. This is what the student has answered, and this is what the key is, okay? And both of them are the same. You will receive 0 point from MyOpenMath. You let me know, and I give you full credit because it is correct, okay? So I hope this was helpful. I hope you understand why you have to do it in the manner that I'm asking you so you can maximize your credit. I wish you all best of luck and happy studying, everybody. All right, so it is extremely important for everybody to follow what I just said. So in order to minimize the amount of time you spend uploading things, just either take a picture. You can upload a picture. I hope you remember when it said insert, you can insert a picture, you can insert a file, any type of a file, a PDF file, even a Word document. You can do that. And in the worst case scenario that for some reason you don't have time, you got to email it to me immediately within 5 minutes. The purpose of this is so it gives you a chance to receive all possible partial credits. Because when mom grades this, sometimes it's called a syntax error. The way you answer it and the way they want it is not precisely the same. There is nothing wrong with your answer. It's just that they may not accept it. But if you, and I can't give you credit if I don't see your work. So you definitely want to do that. So this is the best course of action when it comes to taking the exam. Anything specific to this, if you want to ask me, because I want to stop the recording. If it's other than that, then after the recording, we can discuss that. Is everybody clear why I'm asking you to show work and upload it? And by the way, upload it to the last question. because you don't have to upload it question by question because it takes a long time. By the way, I don't know if anybody noticed or not. One of the questions when I was answering, it had 4 decimals and I answered it with 3 decimals. So if it happens again, mom is going to take off the point. But when you review your exam and you tell me when I look at your work, it shows the 4 decimals, you do get full credit. So you were anxious when you put in the answer, it didn't work out. The other thing I want to tell you, what I was using is called snipping tool. Right here underneath, this is a snipping tool that you can use and you can capture, let's say, this part. See? And now you can take it anywhere you want. You can take it to a Microsoft Word and then you go to the next part and the next part. You keep on capturing and putting it in Microsoft Word and then save it either as Word or PDF file. Makes no difference because when you upload it, it gives you a chance to upload the file, upload a PDF file, a Word, or even a picture. So I think that should answer you and will help you with receiving the best credit.